Today's teaching video is for the students of class 7, science, chapter 3, fiber to fabric. The same chapter we have in class 6, same chapter 3, fiber to fabric. But in this case it is little bit different. Chapter 3, fiber to fabric. So in this chapter we are mainly discussing about the process of making of wool and silk. So in class 6 we were already studied about from where we are getting silk, from where we are getting wool, then animal sources of fiber, plant sources of fiber, etc. So in 7th class, in this chapter, we are mainly discussing about the processing of these wool and silk and different types of animals that give us wool. So first of all, we all know that wool is obtained from the fleece or hair. Fleece means hair. Fleece means hair. So we all know that fleece means hair. The wool is obtained from the fleece or hair of sheep. So the silk fiber is drawn out from the cocoon of the silkworm. So these are the two other main points. First of all, we want to know that wool is obtained from the fleece or hair of sheep, and silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. So these are the first 2 points. Then second one, different types of animals that give us wool. Animals that yield wool. The fleece of sheep is not only a source of wool. The fleece of sheep is not only a source of wool. Some other animals are also capable to give us wool, or other fleece of some animals are also used to make wool. Though wool commonly available in the market of sheep wool. In the market we are getting the wool of sheep. Commonly in the market we are getting the wool of sheep. But wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Yak wool. Yak wool. That means wool is obtained from the yak is common in Ladakh and Tibet. Mohair is obtained from Angora goats. Mohair is obtained from Angora goats. Mohair is obtained from Angora goats and found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. So mohair that is obtained from Angora goats that we can see in Jammu and Kashmir, hilly areas of Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is obtained from goat hair. We can also obtain wool from goat hair. The underfur of Kashmiri goats is soft. The underfur of Kashmiri goat is also soft, and it is woven into fine shawls called the pashmina shawl. So we all know about pashmina shawls. So how they are made or how they are weaving. The underfur of Kashmiri goats are very soft. This fur is used to make pashmina shawls. The fur or hair, fur means hair, please, both are same meaning, fur or fleece is hair. The fur or hair on the body of camels is also used to make woolen clothes. Llama and alpaca found in South America also yield wool. So llama and alpaca is also yield wool, and camel is also an animal that gives us wool. So these are the main animals that gives us wool. First of all, we all know sheep. Sheep is the main source of wool in India. Mainly, we are getting wool from sheep. Second, goat. Underfur of Kashmiri goat is soft, that is used to make pashmina shawls. Then, camel. Camel is the other source of wool. And yak. Yak is also giving us wool that is commonly available in the market of Ladakh and Tibet. Next one, llama and alpaca. So that is not an Indian animal that we can see in South America. Llama and alpaca. These two animals are also giving us wool. So these are the main list of animals which gives us wool, or these are the animals are the main sources of wool. Next one, the process of getting wool, or the processing of fiber into wool. The processing of fiber into wool. These are the main processes. Process of fiber into wool. First one, rearing. You all know that some shepherds are rearing animals, rearing sheep, camels, etc. So first one rearing. So this one is the main first step of process of obtaining wool. These are the 6 main steps of processing of wool. First one rearing. This is the main step. First one shearing. First one shearing. The fleece of sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from the body. This process is called shearing. The fleece means hair. The fleece of sheep along with a thin layer of skin is also removed from the body of sheep is called shearing. That is the first step of the processing of fiber to wool. Second process is scoring. We are also sheared the skin of the animal, skin of the sheep along with the hair. So second step, sheared skin with hair thoroughly washed in tanks to remove dirt, grease and dust. So in the second step, first of all we are sheared the skin of that sheep along with the hair. In second step, we are washing very thoroughly in water tanks to remove dirt, grease and dust. So we all know that in the hair of that animals have a lot of dust, dirt, etc. So second step, that means in scoring, we want to wash that fibers along with the skin in the water tanks. Third one, sorting. After scoring, the hairy skin is sent into a factory where hair of different textures are separated or sorted. After scoring, after washing of that hairs along with the skin, next step is sending those hairs or those fleece along with the skin into the factories, and in factories they are separating according to the size of or textures of the wools or the hair. This in factory different types of hairs having in their body of that sheep. So in factory they are separating different textures of that hair. Next in the fourth step, we how to study this one? Burrs. Burrs means small fluffy fibers. Small fluffy fibers on the skin or on the skin of that sheep are called the burrs. Small fluffy fibers on the skin of that animal is called the burrs. These burrs are picked out from the hair. These fibers are scored again and dried. This is the wool ready to be drawn into fibers. In the fourth step, these burrs means small fluffy fibers are separated or picking out from that wood fibers, and these fibers are scored again. Scoring means wash out again. Then after drying, then this is ready to be drawn into fiber. After that process, that wool is ready to become a fiber. Next one, in fifth step, the fibers can be dyed in various colors because the fleece of the sheep and goat is black, brown or white in color. Commonly the fleece or hair of the sheep or goat is commonly white, black or brown in color. So because of that reason, we in market we know that different colors, different patterns of wool are available. So from where we are getting that? In the fifth step is dyeing. Dyeing means coloring. The fibers can be dyed into various colors. These fibers are getting color or fibers are to be changed into different colors. That is the fifth step. Because fully in total, in common, the fleece or hair of sheep or goat are brown, black or white in color. So that we are changing the color of the fleece in the fifth step. Next one, the last step. The fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. Then after, the fibers are straightened, combed and rolled into yarn. Then after, the longer fibers are made into wool. The longer fibers, that means the fibers which are long, that is made into or converted into wool, and the small fibers are used to make woolen clothes. The shorter fibers are used to make woolen clothes. So these are the main processes that includes the making of wool: shearing, scoring, sorting, and step 1 is picking. Next one, dyeing, and next one is the processing of wool. These are the main step of the processing of the wool. Next one is the processing of silk. So we all know that the silk is drawn out from the cocoon of the silkworm. So the main source of silk is the cocoon of the silkworm. So processing of silk. A pile of cocoon is used for obtaining silk fiber. So we already told that the main source of silk is from the cocoon of the silkworm. So a pile of cocoon is used for obtaining silk fiber. Lots of cocoon is used to make silk fiber. And the cocoons are kept under the sun or boiled or exposed to steam. So 3 methods are there which is comfortable for that persons who are culturing the silkworms. So they are using one method, steaming the cocoons, second one boiling the cocoons, and third one that they are kept, or the cocoons are kept under the sun. The cocoons are kept under the sun, second one boiling of cocoons, and third one steaming of cocoons. The silk fibers separated out. After this process, the silk fibers are separated out, and the process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called the reeling of silk. Reeling of silk. After the separation of the silk fiber from the cocoon, after steaming or after kept into the sunlight or after boiling, the silk fibers are drawn out from the cocoons. So these silk fibers are separated out, or taking out the threads of silk from the cocoon is called the reeling of silk. That process is called the reeling of silk. After separation, the process of taking out threads from the cocoon, process of taking out, bahar, taking out. After this process, taking out the silk fibers from the cocoon, this process is called the reeling of silk. Reeling is done in special machines which unwind the threads or fibers or silk from the cocoon. Silk fibers are then spun into silk threads. These silk fibers are then after making into silk threads, and which are woven into silk cloths by the weavers. Then after that, silk threads are used to make silk clothes or silk fiber or fabric. So this is the process of silk. Silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm, and 3 methods are used to draw out the silk from the cocoon. First one kept into the sunlight, second one boiling, or third one steaming. From any one of these methods, the silk fiber is drawn out. After this process, the silk fiber is separated out from the cocoon. Then after we are taking out these separated threads or silk fibers from the cocoon is called reeling or silk. Then after these silk fibers these silk threads are made into silk threads, and these silk threads are then after used to make silk clothes or fabric. This is the processing of silk. So I will write one more important point. The different types of animals that are used to give us wool. First one, sheep. In India, we are commonly using the fleece of sheep to make woolen clothes. Second one, yak. The wool of yak is used to make woolen clothes in Ladakh and Tibet. So these are the two places, or in these markets that is commonly available the yak of the wool of yak. The wool of yak is commonly available in Ladakh and Tibet. Next, third one, camel. Camel fur is also used to make woolen clothes. Then under fur of Kashmiri goats is used to make pashmina shawls. The under fur of Kashmiri goats is soft, that is used to make pashmina shawls. Pashmina shawls. Then after llama and alpaca. Llama and alpaca, that is found in South America, that is also used to make woolen clothes. Sheep in India commonly using the fleece or the wool of sheep to make woolen clothes. Second one, yak, that is obtained in Ladakh and Tibet. Third one, the fleece or wool of camel. Fourth one, under fur of Kashmiri goats are soft, that is used to make pashmina shawls. Then fifth one, llama and alpaca, that is mainly found in South America. Their fleece is also used to make woolen clothes. So these are the important points of this chapter. In processing of wool, the main steps are rearing, shearing, scoring, sorting, cleaning of burr, then after rolling, then dyeing. These are the main steps including in the process of making of wool: rearing, shearing, scoring, sorting, cleaning of burrs, rolling and dyeing. So in today's class I completed all the important points of this chapter. In my next class I will give the question answers of this chapter. Write all the important points in your copy and study well. Thank you.